Hi guys, let's start test number 29 of UPSC 2021 Prelims test series from Vision IAS. So question number 1. The Montagu Declaration of 1917. Number 1. Recommended that self-government would be granted to India immediately after the First World War. This is incorrect. They never recommended that self-government would be granted to India immediately after the First World War. So it laid the foundation for gradual development of self-governing institutions with a view to the progressive realization of responsible government in India as an integral part of the British Empire in the long run. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. It led to the introduction of the system of direct elections and universal adult franchise in India for the first time. This is incorrect. The Government of India Act 1919 or the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, though introduced elections, but the franchise was partial in nature and not universal. Only certain people who were propertied or had titles, etc., or held office could vote. Select the correct answer using the code given below. So the correct answer is option D, that is neither 1 nor 2. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 2. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Translation is the process of conversion of a sequence of an RNA molecule to a sequence of DNA. So this is incorrect. Translation is the process of translating the sequence of a messenger RNA molecule to a sequence of amino acids during protein synthesis. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. Transcription is the process of synthesis of RNA from DNA. This is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Now let's come to question number 3. Consider the following statements with respect to the Jury Act of 1827. Statement 1. It provided that Christians were exempted from being tried either by Hindu and Muslim juror. This is correct. Statement 2. Raja Ram Mohan Roy condemned the act and sent petitions to British Parliament opposing the act. This is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct option is option number C, that is both 1 and 2. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 4. Consider the following statements regarding bioceramics. Statement 1. Bioceramics are materials specially developed to replace soft organ tissue in human body. This is incorrect. Bioceramics are ceramic materials specially developed for use as medical and dental implants. They are usually used to replace hard tissue, not soft organ tissue, but it would be hard tissue in the body like bone and teeth. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. All bioceramics are biologically inert and do not react with other tissues. This is incorrect. Bioceramics can be either bioactive, which react with other tissues, or bioinert, which does not react with other tissues. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement 3. Alumina and zirconia are used in the production of bioceramics. This is correct. Which of these statements given above are correct? So the correct answer is option C, that is 3 only. Now let's come to the next question, That is question number 5. With reference to vaccines, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Inactivated vaccines use the killed version of the germ that causes disease, while life attenuated vaccines use a weakened form of the germ that causes a disease. This is correct. Inactivated vaccines would be the killed version of the germ. Then life attenuated would be the weakened form of the germ. So it's correct. Statement 2. Inactivated vaccines. So inactivated vaccines create a stronger and long-lasting immune response compared to live attenuated vaccines. This is incorrect. Inactivated vaccines usually do not provide immunity, that is protection, that is as strong as live vaccines. So live vaccines, LIVE. So live vaccines, they create a stronger and long-lasting immune response compared to inactivated. This should be inactivated vaccines. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option A, that is one only. Question number 6. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. The festival is celebrated to mark the change of color of spring waters by goddess Raganya Devi in the month of May or June every year. Statement 2. The changing color of the spring water every year during the festival was cited as a miracle by Swami Vivekananda. Statement 3. The festival is one of the most important festivals in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Which of the following Indian festival is characterized by the above given statements? Option A. Jud Sheetal. This is incorrect. Option B. Ambubachi Mela. This is incorrect. Option D. Herat. This is also incorrect. Option C. Mela Kheer Bhavani. This is correct. So Kheer Bhavani is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 7. Consider the following statements regarding Shambar Lake in Rajasthan. Statement 1. It is surrounded by Aravali hills on all sides. This is correct. Statement 2. No microorganisms are found in this lake because of its high salt content. This is incorrect. The specialized algae and bacteria growing in the lake provide striking watercolors and support the lake ecology, which in turn sustains the migrating waterfowl. Algae and bacteria form a crucial component of this lake's ecosystem. So it is wrong which states that no microorganisms are found. So it is incorrect. Statement 3. Nearly half of India's salt production comes from this lake. This is also incorrect. Gujarat. So Gujarat is the largest producer of salt in India with a share of more than 70% of India's total salt production. Sambar Lake share is around 10%. So Sambar Lake, it has a share of 10% of India's total salt production. India is the third largest producer of salt in the world. So statement 3 is also incorrect. It is not nearly half, but it is about 10%. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct option is option A. that is 1 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 8. With reference to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Chaitanya and Shankaradeva were contemporaries. This is correct. Statement 2. He popularized the Krishna cult in the Bengal region. This is also correct. Statement 3. He denounced the Brahmanical authority and advocated the abolition of the caste system. This is incorrect. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did not give up traditional Brahmanical values altogether. He did not question the authority of the Brahmins and scriptures. He upheld the caste prejudices of his Brahman disciples against the lower caste disciples. However, his disregard for caste distinctions in the sphere of devotional singing promoted a sense of equality in Bengali life. So statement 3 is incorrect. He did not denounce the Brahmanical authority and he did not advocate the abolition of the caste system. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option B, that is 1 and 2 only. Now let's come to next question, question number 9. Which of the following statements best describes the doctrine of proportionality? Option B. It envisages that the state must maintain proportion in the treatment of all citizens as equal in the eyes of the law. This is incorrect. Statement C. Option C. It suggests that the state must provide for welfare of its citizens in accordance with their existing economic position. This is also incorrect. Option D. It suggests that the carbon footprint of the present generation must be proportionate for the future generations to mitigate successfully. This is also incorrect. Now let's come to option A. It envisages that a public authority should maintain a sense of proportion between his particular goals and the means he deploys to achieve those goals. So this is correct. So option A is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 10. With reference to the 9th schedule of the Indian Constitution, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It was the first schedule that was added after the commencement of the Constitution. This is correct. Statement 2. It was enacted to protect laws related to agrarian reforms and for abolishing the Jamindari system. This is also correct. Statement 3. The acts and regulations specified in the 9th schedule are not subject to judicial review at all. This is incorrect. They are subject to judicial review. So the Supreme Court held that judicial review is a basic structure, it's a basic feature of the Constitution, and it could not be taken away by putting a law under the 9th schedule. It said that the laws placed under the 9th schedule after April 24, 1973 are open to challenge in court if they violated fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 14, Article 15, Article 19, and Article 21, or the basic structure of the Constitution. So statement 3 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option A, that is 1 and 2 only. Question number 11. Consider the following statements regarding a Global Mangrove Alliance. Statement 1. It is an initiative of the United Nations Environment Programme, that is UNEP. This is incorrect. Global Mangrove Alliance was co-founded by the Nature Conservancy, that is TNC, the Nature Conservancy, then World Wildlife Fund, that is WWF, and Conservation International, that is CI. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2, it aims to increase the global area of mangrove habitat by 20% over the current extent by 2030. This is correct. It's its aim or its goal, so this is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 12. Exfoliation tours are small to big size boulders which are smooth and rounded, formed due to. So exfoliation tours, they are formed due to option A, gravitational forces such as overburden pressure, load, and shearing stress. This is incorrect. Option B, removal of overlying rock load. So overlying rock load because of continued erosion. This is incorrect. Option D, reverse vertical and lateral corrosion in its mountain course. This is incorrect. Statement option C, differential heating and resulting expansion and contraction of surface layers. This is the correct answer. So let's say that this is a batholith or this is a rock, and it's in the exposure of the sunlight. So there will be heating during the daytime and there will be cooling during the nighttime. So there will be expansion and contraction, expansion during the daytime and contraction during the nighttime. And so differential heating and resulting expansion and contraction of surface layers, so these causes the formation of exfoliation tours. So option C is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 13. Recently, India has signed strategic partnership with which of the following international agencies? Option A, International Atomic Energy Agency. This is incorrect. Option B, Food and Agriculture Organization. This is incorrect. Option C, International Labour Organization. This is incorrect. Option D, International Energy Agency. This is correct. So option D is the correct answer. Now let's come to question number 14. The term Lastchamps excursion. So Lastchamps excursion is sometimes mentioned in the news in the context of the discussion of option A, the gradual disappearance of temperature difference below the oceanic and continental crust at great depths. This is incorrect. Option B, So option B, short duration illumination of comets by the reflection of sunlight during its journey through the solar system. This is incorrect. Option C, the rare linear planetary alignment of Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Moon expected to occur in 2040. This is also incorrect. Option number D, short reversal of the Earth's magnetic field during the end of the last glacial period. This is correct. So option D is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 15. Arrange the following India-Nepal boundary locations from west to east. So we are going to arrange it from west to east. So the first one we have Lepu Lake, number 2 Kalapani, number 3 Limpiadhura. So according to the map, if we see the map, then we will find that in the westernmost it will be Limpiadhura. Then after that we will have around here, there will be Kalapani. Then around here a little bit eastward we will find Lepu Lake. So the westernmost would be Limpiadhura. So Limpiadhura 3, then next will be Kalapani 2, then the easternmost among these 3 would be Lepu Lake. It would be 1. So 3, 2, 1. So option C is the correct answer. Question number 16. The word Seneca guns is sometimes mentioned in India in reference to option A, nanotechnology based radioactive ablation therapy. This is incorrect. Option C, soundless geological underwater eruptions in the Pacific Ring of Fire. This is incorrect. Option D, and all-weather mobile air defense system. This is incorrect. Option B, the phenomenon of loud noises similar to that of thunder, often heard in the coastal areas. This is correct. Option B is the correct answer. And Seneca guns, they are also called sky quakes. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 17. With reference to the collegium system for the appointments of judges to the Supreme Court, consider the following statements. We have statement 1. The collegium for the selection of a Supreme Court judge comprises of the Chief Justice of India along with 2 senior most judges of the Supreme Court. This is incorrect. The Chief Justice of India should consult a collegium of 4 senior most judges of Supreme Court for appointment of judge of Supreme Court. So it is not 2, but it should be 4. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. In case of lack of consensus within the collegium system, the Chief Justice of India can exercise veto power. This is incorrect. The Chief Justice of India cannot exercise veto power. And the lack of consensus in collegium results in stalemate or deadlock. So it will be delayed only and there's no veto power. So statement 2 is incorrect. Statement number 3. Once a recommendation is approved by the collegium, once a recommendation is approved by the collegium, the Ministry of Law and Justice is required to approve or send back for reconsideration within 30 days. This is incorrect. The appointments of the judges are formally made by the President of India on the recommendation of the Collegium, and the proposals are processed through the Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India. As no timeline is prescribed by the Supreme Court in its judgments during which the central government is bound to clear the names of recommended persons as judges, this helps the central government to delay the judicial appointments of the government. So they delay the judicial appointments if the government does not like such persons recommended by the collegium. So if they don't like that person, then they will delay the appointment of the judges. So statement 3 is incorrect. There is no time limit. Which of these statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option D, that is none. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 18. Consider the following statements with respect to Mauryan rule. Statement 1. Megasthenes visited the Mauryan Empire during the reign of Chandragupta Maurya. This is correct. So Megasthenes was an ancient Greek historian, diplomat, and Indian ethnographer. And yes, he visited India during the reign of Chandragupta Maurya. Statement 2. The second Buddhist council was held during the reign of Ashoka. This is incorrect. The second Buddhist council was held at Vaishali in Bihar under the patronage of King Kalashoka, and it was presided by Sabakami. And the third Buddhist council was held at Patliputra under the patronage of Emperor Ashoka. So it was under the patronage of Emperor Ashoka. So it should be the third Buddhist council and not the second. Statement 3. The provincial capital Suvarnagiri mentioned in the rock edicts was located in the northern province of the empire. This is incorrect. There were 5 major political centers in the empire. The capital, Patliputra. So the first one is the capital, Patliputra, and the provincial centers of Taxila. So Taxila was in the north, then Ujjaini was in the west, then Toshali was in the east, and the last one is Suvarnagiri. So Suvarnagiri was in the south. So they were all mentioned in the Ashokan inscriptions. So this Suvarnagiri was in the south and not in the north. In the north it was Takshila. So statement 4. Sanchi Stupa was built during the reign of Ashoka. This is correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the correct answer is option number B, that is 1 and 4 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 19. In which of the following coastal regions of India the Kuiper system, so the Kuiper system of rice cultivation was practiced? The Kuiper system of rice cultivation is an organic farming system in which rice cultivation and aquaculture go together in coastal brackish water marshes. So it will be rice cultivation plus aquaculture. Option A, Konkan coast. This is incorrect. Option C, Coromandel coast. Incorrect. Option D, Gujarat coast. Incorrect. So the correct answer is option B, that is the Malabar coast. Question number 20. With reference to the three cities of the world program, consider the following statements. Statement 1. To be recognized as a tree city of the world, the forest area of the city should be at least 33% of its geographical area. This is incorrect. There is no criterion for a city to have 33% of its geographical area to be eligible to become tree city of the world. So statement 1 is incorrect. Statement 2. It is one of the initiatives of the Food and Agriculture Organization, that is FAO. This is correct. So it is the program of the Arbor Day Foundation and the FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization. So statement 1 is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option B, that is 2 only. Question number 21. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. A progressive tax is a tax in which tax rate increases as the taxable amount increases. This is correct. Statement 2. Inflation acts as a progressive tax in an economy. This is incorrect. Inflation acts as a regressive tax in an economy. So inflation operates like a regressive consumption tax because the extent to which individuals are affected by the inflation tax depends on their level of consumption. So statement 2 is incorrect. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? The correct answer is option A, that is 1 only. Now let's come to next question, that is question number 22. Question number 22. This protected area having semi-evergreen to dry deciduous vegetation is a part of the Mayurbhanj Elephant Reserve. It has been included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves by UNESCO. Many forest-dwelling communities celebrate the Akhand Shikhar ritual. So they celebrate the Akhand Shikhar ritual, which is considered to be one of the reasons for the recent forest fires. Which protected area is being described in the above passage? Statement option A, Kanha National Park. Incorrect. Option B, Simlipal Tiger Reserve. This is correct. So Simlipal Tiger Reserve is the correct answer. Option C is Jim Corbett National Park and option D is Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. Now let's come to question number 23. In the recently published Human Development Report 2020 United Nations Development Programme, that is UNDP, has released an experimental metric, planetary pressures adjusted HDI. So they have released an experimental metric, that is the planetary pressures adjusted HDI, that is PHDI. Which of the following correctly describes PHDI? Now let's come to option A. It is the relative level of human development in countries lying in high and low atmospheric pressure belts. This is incorrect. Option C. It is the opportunity loss of human development caused by socio-economic hardships during COVID-led slowdown. This is also incorrect. Option D. It is the level of human development adjusted by losses due to natural disasters and calamities. This is also incorrect. Option B. It is the level of human development adjusted by per capita material footprint and carbon dioxide emissions. This is correct. So option B is the correct answer. Now let's come to next question. That is question number 24. Consider the following statements with reference to Consumer Welfare Fund, that is CWF, Consumer Welfare Fund. Statement 1. Its objective is to provide financial assistance to promote and protect the welfare of the consumers. This is correct. Statement 2. It was set up under the Consumer Protection Act 2019. This is incorrect. Under the Central Goods and Services Tax, that is CGST Act 2017. Government has set up the Consumer Welfare Fund, that is CWF, to promote and protect the welfare of the consumers. So it was set up under the Consumer Protection Act of 2019. This is incorrect. But it was set up under the Central Goods and Services Tax Act of 2017. Statement number 3. It is being operated under the Ministry of Consumers Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. This is correct. Which of the statements given above are correct? So the correct answer is option C. That is 1 and 3 only. Now let's come to question number 25. With reference to Landholder Society founded in 1837-38, consider the following statements. Statement 1. It was a political association prominent in the Bengal region. This is correct. Statement 2. It aimed to strengthen the vested interest of jamindars. This is also correct. Statement 3. It was later merged with the British Indian Association of Bengal. This is also correct. So, Landholders Society of 1837 and Bengal British India Society of 1843 later merged with the British Indian Association in 1851. So statement 3 is correct. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? So the correct answer is option D, that is 1, 2 and 3.